Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done one of these in a while. A walkthrough of a deck, and this is the ViceVersa tarot. And as you may or may not know, all the cards have got illustrations on both sides of the cards. So there isn't just one picture and then a backing. Nope, there's two illustrations. So this is the front and then this is the back. And I really like what Lo Scarabeo has done with this deck, and I wanted to show you. I think we need to zoom out just a little bit. There we go. And yeah, let's go through the deck. I have to say, it had been a while since I last had a Lo Scarabeo deck, so I don't know if they've done this before, but it had a pulley, like a little tab to pull the plastic off, which was really nice, because you always end up worried that you might damage the cards with your scissors or anything else you use to get into the plastic. So I was really happily surprised that that wasn't needed, because I had a little tab. Right, these are the cards. It's just a normal little tuck box, nothing new about that. A card which also has two different types of, like, you'll see when I turn it over, like ViceVersa tarot by Massimiliano Filandoro, artwork by David Corsi. And this is the other side, so you can tell that there is a different side to the cards. This is sort of daytime, if you like, and more dramatic nighttime. And then there's a card for Lo Scarabeo themselves, with the usual, if you want to join us, blah 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 blah. And then there's the little white book, and I was very interested to see what they had to say about this being a change. And you will notice that it also has a change on the cards themselves. It doesn't have all the languages anymore, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a trend that they're going to continue in their decks, because I know a lot of us, me included, I get very annoyed with how many 5 languages they use on their cards. So now they've got the symbols, and that makes it so much easier. Yep. So here we go. A different approach to reading, and their idea is that the double side gives the reader an expanded, has taken on the task of expanding the base pattern of each reading, stimulating the reading to broader and double view of the card itself. See, I thought it was the back would be the reverse, and it can certainly be read like that in some cases, but not all of them, I've noticed. The cards are imagined as a corridor of open doors, where the figures of the arcana continue one after another in a chain of meanings and apparent contradictions, the simplest observations of which stimulate our minds to grasp associations, resonances, and intuitions. Right, and then it just starts with your normal couple of lines per card. But then it has a front meaning and a back meaning. So, and if we, oops, that was my seat. Oh. If we look at the full, it says here the front: profound, irrational connection, close your eyes to see beyond the appearances, painful but necessary losses. And then the back: instinctive and pure focus that push for change, announcement of small and large revelations. So yeah, you see the back of the, you see what he's looking at, which is very interesting. And at the front, you don't see doggy. You see all the elements, but you don't see the dog, but he's there at the back. So yeah, I quite like that. Plus, like I said, there is no 5 languages on the card, it's just the number. So that's quite interesting. Let's go through the rest of the deck. The Magician. When you turn them over, you literally see the back. It is such an interesting concept. And here we go. We can see what she's looking at. See, so I would say like this is more a nighttime, and this is more a daytime view of the Emperor. Very interesting. Chariot. Now we can see where he's riding off to. Strength. And look. She's standing up for herself, or is that what she's facing? Hanged Man. There he's got people watching him. And some more symbols there. Snake. Tower. You don't see him normally. So yeah, I have to go through the little white book a bit more to see what all the different meanings are back to front. But you could definitely use this intuitively to either use as reversals, or as they suggest, like just a different perspective on the card. Right, that was the majors. Now with the minor arcana, they just use a symbol for the suit and then a number, which I think is great. Here we go, Ace of Cups. Oh, maybe I already turned that one round, I don't know. No. Yeah, I suppose this is more like the Three of Cups that you're used to seeing. And that more night-timey one. Yeah. It's such an interesting concept. And it does give you a lot more to work with. Because if you do read reversals, you don't see the depiction. And now you could, although like I said, it doesn't work with every card, but it does give you a little bit more to work with. I suppose the only thing is, when you draw a card, do you just draw a card and that is what I'm reading, or am I reading the other side? But then I suppose it's the same as when you use a deck that has a backing that gives away whether or not it's upright. You already know that 10, that there is going to be a reversed or not. And there we go, there's the page. The knight has a horse as a symbol. There we see the back of the horse. The queen has her crown. There we go. That's the artwork from the box. The king has his crown. If it wants to focus. Come on. Nope. Let's try it that way. No, it doesn't really want to, but you get the idea. And that's the back of the king. Here we've got the Ace of Pentacles. There's the 2. 7, 8, 9, 'Yeah, that's really a clear day and then night, and there, she has a rabbit and a dove. Don't know where the rabbit's gone. Number 10. Page. Night. Queen. And the king. We've got Ace of Wands. Two. Three. 4. 5. Oh, volcano. 6. I quite like this one because here it's like, yay, victory, but look at what it's costing him. They're all covered in blood. Fire behind him. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'Page. And they're not like airbrushed people. I was worried that it was going to be a bit... I don't really like airbrushed people, but they are drawings, so I quite like them. The knight. The horses are absolutely beautifully drawn. Queen. She got her eyes closed. Yes, she does. The king. And then the swords. Two. I like that, like at the front it's all like rough waters, and at the back it's all nice and calm. 3. 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He stabbed it in the chest, not the back. Did he do it? And there's the page charging at you. The knight. The queen. And the king. Yeah, so this is quite a different look at your normal cards, and I quite enjoy it. I like the artwork. I love that it doesn't have all the languages, like I said. Yeah, and I can see myself using this quite a bit. But like I said, you do have to decide whether when you put your card down, if you're going to read this side or if you're going to turn it over and read that side. I've got no problems with putting the card down that way and that being the side that I'm going to read, but I can understand if people yeah, are a bit like, oh, I don't know how to use this now. But yeah, I know there's a set coming out with a guidebook instead of just the little white book, but I didn't want to wait. And I decided on just getting this one. Should I really, really love it and want another set, I might buy the full kit, but I can't see that happening just yet. But if it turns out to be my absolute fave, who knows? Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll hope to see you again very soon.